What's up, you guys? ASD Classified here, doing a review of the special Halloween episode of Power Rangers Dino Charge, the Ghostest with the Mostest. Alright, I'm done with this. No, alright, let's just get this review over and done with. Alright, so in this episode, the Rangers have a Halloween party going on at the Dino Museum and all, right? And all of the Rangers end up dressing up as ghosts. All 6 of them. Like, nobody thought to do anything else too, and they thought they were the shit too. That's the thing. So Chase made ghost costumes for each of the Rangers, right? And none of the other Rangers knew that they were all dressed as the same generic ghost costume until they saw each other and they were all mad at Chase. Like, Chase, you made us all the same ghost costume. It's like, it's just a sheet with some eyes. Like, really? It's 2015. You gotta really step up your Halloween costume. Like, I'm not actually going anywhere in this, alright? Like, none of them wanted to be anything else. Nobody wanted to be a werewolf, a witch, a zombie werewolf. Like, I'm just saying, no vampires. Like, just nothing, man. I mean, I get it. I get why the writers wrote that all the Rangers dress up as ghosts, because if they didn't, then the plot of the episode, it wouldn't have lasted as long as it did, you know? See, what had happened was, in this episode, Sledge recreates Duplicon, or rather, Duplicon is brought back to life, and then Sledge sends down Duplicon and this other monster named Memorella. So Sledge sends these monsters down to crash the Rangers' Halloween party. The monsters end up kidnapping one of the Rangers, and then Duplicon transforms Memorella to look just like that Ranger, so that fake Ranger can sneak into the Rangers' base and steal the energy. So yeah, once the villains ended up kidnapping one of the Rangers, an alert went off, and Miss Morgan, you know, was handling business, and there was a security cam on the museum, so the security cam showed the monsters kidnapping a Ranger, but because the Ranger had the ghost costume on, they didn't know which Ranger got kidnapped, so they had to go through a whole bunch of other shenanigans to find out which Ranger was the fake Ranger. But what I'm saying is, if the Power Rangers had not all dressed up as ghosts, it would have been real easy to find out which Ranger was kidnapped. The security footage would have showed the Ranger who was dressed up as a, goblin or whatever the fuck, but since they all decided to be generic as ghosts, yeah, we had to go through other methods to figure out who the fake was. So, yeah, but we'll get to that. First, I want to talk about Miss Morgan and her sexy ass Cupid costume, man. Miss Morgan was the only one that tried to be a little bit unique with her costume. Okay, so she was dressed up as sexy Cupid, and she looked good in her costume. So Miss Morgan decided to dress up as Cupid because she created a new Dino Charger called the Cupid Charger. I think. I don't know. Don't quote me on the name. So she created this new Dino Charger, right? And Sir Ivan asked her, he was like, so what noble purpose does that charger serve, Miss Morgan? And Miss Morgan was like, it serves the noble purpose of helping me find a man. Alright? Mind your business. The purpose of the charger is to make any monster fall in love with you, and thus, it'll stop fighting. And as Shelby put it, that's brilliant. And I guess it's good. It's a good weapon to make the monster stop fighting. I mean, making it fall in love with you. But hey, they stop fighting, right? I guess. I don't know. As I've already said, the villains end up kidnapping one of the Rangers and replacing that Ranger with a fake Ranger, right? So when this happened, Miss Morgan got an alert of like alien energy. So while she was at the party, dancing, getting her grub on, she got an alert and she was checking it. She's like, wait a minute, alien activity detected at the party? But this alert is from 20 minutes ago. 20 minutes ago, Miss Morgan. Really, Miss Morgan? You didn't check the alert for 20 minutes, girl? It's like every episode, Miss Morgan doing something to fuck up. Like every episode, man. I may not always comment on it, but it's like every episode, it's something. And this is another something. Like, girl, one job. Anyway, so yeah, as soon as Miss Morgan found out and checked the security footage, she was like, Duplicon. And he kidnapped a ranger, and then she called all the rangers to the base. She saw once the rangers got to the base, she still has 6 rangers. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. What the fuck? So since she knows what Duplicon can do, he can duplicate. She's like, one of you hoes is a fake, and we gonna find out which one. So she had the rangers go. She put the rangers through a lie detector test, and she asked them questions that only the rangers would know, right? Like, how did you got... Like, she asked Riley, like, how did you meet Tyler and Shelby? She asked, like, Tyler, how did you meet Chase? And stuff like that. And she asked Coda questions. Here's the thing with this plan. I mean, it is a smart plan, lie detector. I get that. However, the monster that Duplicon turned into a fake ranger is called Memorella. And her special power is that she can read your mind, and thus she knows your memories. And when she kidnapped the ranger that she kidnapped, she read that ranger's mind. So she has all that ranger's memories. So Memorella can easily get through this lie detector test, which she did. At one point, Shelby had to go through the lie detector test, and she failed miserably. The question that Miss Morgan asked her was, so Shelby, why did you decide to play the princess, you know, back when they were trying to, you know, protect the golden inner gem and get the terror charge from Fury and stuff? So, you know, Miss Morgan asked her that, why did you decide to become the princess? And Shelby just kept lying her ass off, talking about, oh, I just love princesses. No, you don't. Oh, you know, it was to, you know, get the terror charger back. Not exactly. So the lie detector said that that heifer was lying, she's a fake, and all the rangers were about to, like, beat her ass. But Miss Morgan felt that Shelby was telling the truth. And the reason why is because Coda, while he was there, while they were doing a lie detector test and stuff, Coda called Miss Morgan, Miss Morgan. And Coda never calls Miss Morgan, Miss Morgan. He always calls her Kendall. So that set off red flags, and it turns out that Coda was the one that was kidnapped, and so Memorella was playing fake Coda. And then Coda manages to escape wherever the hell the aliens had him at. He managed to escape, and he got back to the base, and then, you know, Memorella was trying to flee. The Rangers chased after her. They ended up killing her ass, and she grew giant size. They ended up killing her ass again with a new Zord I've never seen before, but I guess it'll be introduced next week or something. Whatever. So yeah, Rangers, they won. Victory is theirs and such. This episode, pretty much it was a clip show / Halloween special, and it was what it was. I was entertained. I found some of it very funny. Like some of the questions during the lie detector test that Miss Morgan was asking the Rangers, it was pretty funny. Like, I think one of the questions she asked Chase had me dying. Like, she asked him, like, how did they defeat Duplicon originally? And he was kind of taking a minute to think about it. And then the Rangers, like in the background, one of them started farting, making fart noises. I died. And Miss Morgan was like, don't be giving him hints. It was like, oh yeah, we used that fart Dino Charger thing. Yeah. I died though at that. Don't be giving him hints. I loved it. This episode was fun. It was fun. I don't know. I guess I'll give it a 3 out of 5 or something like that. It's a fun episode. You just want to, you know, relax, not think too hard, blah, blah, blah. And Memorella looks like a very Halloweeny monster, you know. It looks like a freaking vampire pretty much. So, you know, I enjoyed it. The only question I had is, where was Keeper? Like, this is Halloween. It's the one day that he could blend in normally, you know, undetected. Like, people would just think he's a costume. And he doesn't show up. Keeper never shows up, man. But whatever. Oh, and at the end of this episode, Tyler asked Shelby, like, why she was lying on the lie detector test. He was like, so what was the real reason that you dressed up as a princess when I was the prince? It's like, Tyler already know the game. He just wants her to admit it, you know? Because the real reason is because she likes Tyler and she wanted to be by his side. That's why. But she didn't admit it. So, you know, yeah. But, you know, it was a nice episode. So, yeah, if you're watching this review, what did you think about the Halloween special, the Ghostest with the Mostest? Did you like it? Did you hate it? Did you think it was meh? Let me know in the comment. You will be so kind. Alright, lady you guys. Jump out the